You start with your introspection. You understand your values. You understand your passion. What are the things that you're passionate about? Why? Because passion is the fuel for productive action. Write this for yourself. Passion is the fuel for productive action. So when you are passionate about something, right, and you do something that you're passionate about, then you have the fuel to do productive actions. I mean, you do productive actions, you get amazing results, right? So your passion is the fuel for your productive action. Your values avoid you having regrets at the end of your life. And your gifts is what makes you feel on purpose. Now, some people have the gift of service. Some people have the gift of compassion. Some people have the gift of integrity or communication, right? And I tell you, over the years, I've mentored over 15,000 entrepreneurs. Like we have at Success Road Academy, we have over 15,000 entrepreneurs in our business, students that work with us. And I tell you, there are people who are in many different niche markets and with many different personalities, and every single one of them succeed. And not every single one of our students succeed, but every single person with any different type of personality can succeed. So don't let people say, oh, if you can't do this, then you can't succeed. No, you can succeed. Okay. So that's the first thing. Let's start with introspection. Now, when you have a list of what you are passionate about and what you want to do, that gives you two things. Either it gives you who are you passionate to work with? So it shows you your target market, or it tells you what it is that you want to do, right? For example, in my case, gave me my who. My who was entrepreneurs. I wanted to work with entrepreneurs, right? So it gave me the who. So either it gives you the who you are passionate to work with, and that becomes the beginning, or it tells you what it is that you're passionate to work with, right? Now, when you get your who it is that you're passionate, who it is that you're passionate to work with, or what it is that you are passionate to do, then you go to the next step, okay? And the next step, you go to the market solution alignment. Now, let's write this down for yourself. In market solution alignment, you create, you do a specific type of market research that based on that market research, you figure out exactly what it is that your market is willing to buy. So you don't go and create a program. You don't go create a product. You don't go and create a service. Instead, what you do is that you go and do a specific type of market research. And based on that market research, you ask people what it is that they actually want to buy. Okay? Now, what do you do with those market research? What are the questions you're going to ask? There are 8 golden questions that we always say ask from your target market. So based on step 1, based on your solution, based on your introspection, you found what it is that you want to do or who you want to do this for. And then you go to your 8 golden questions. You find 8 to 20 people in your target market, in the people that you are excited to work with. And you ask them the following 8 questions. Question number 1, when it comes to the topic that you want to work with, what are the biggest challenges you are facing today? Write this down, by the way, right? Write this down. These are very important things. When it comes to the topic, what are the biggest challenges that you are facing today? Okay. Number 2, when it comes to the topic, what are the biggest fears that you're facing today? Question number 3, when it comes to topic, what are the biggest frustrations that you are facing today? Why? Because if you want to create a service for a specific group of people, you got to understand what are the biggest challenges and the fears and the frustrations around that topic is. You want to help people with losing weight. You want to help people with, overcoming cancer. You want to help people with, having a healthy lifestyle. You want to help people with their marketing. You want to help people with building a mailing list. Whatever that is that you want to do, you got to understand as an entrepreneur what the biggest challenges and the fears and the frustrations that your target market faces. So you can create a package that is aligned with that, right? And then you're going to write down this list. What are the biggest challenges? What are the biggest fears? What are the biggest frustrations? And as they say what the biggest challenges and fears and frustrations are, you're going to write that down exactly the way that they say it, okay? Number 4, when it comes to the topic, what do you want to see in what do you want to learn, or what do you want to get? So if it's a training, you say what do you want to learn, and when if it's a package or a service, you say what do you want to get. Okay. So for example, let's say you want to do videography, and in videography you say when it comes to your videography needs, what do you want to get in a service? Okay, wow, fantastic. And then you write exactly the way that they say. Remember this. You want to create your package based on what the market wants, not what the market is, not what you think is the best. Okay, so you start with that. Next question. When it comes to the topic, what's the dream result that you want to achieve? When it comes to the topic, what's the dream result that you want to achieve? What's the dream result that you want to get from the financial services that you are hiring me for? What is the dream result that you're getting based on, painting services that you're hiring me for? Okay. Question number 6. What do you like to see in a package that you feel supported enough that you can get results? What do you want to see in a package that you feel supported enough that you can get results? Okay. And let's write that down. Write it down, what it is that people want to buy. For example, if you're building a web design business, what do people want to get in a web design business package? Right? Do they want to get their website done? Do they want to get all their copies done? Do they want to get all the pictures done? What is it that they want to see in the package? Okay. Question number 7. How much would you actually pay for this package? How much would you actually pay for this package? And question number 8. Would you like to be one of the first people who uses this package or who gets this package? And you don't offer this package, by the way, for free. And by the way, you are not offering these people anything, right? At this point, you're just doing a simple market research. You're just doing a very, very simple market research, okay? So based on that, you're going to write down exactly what it is that your target market wants. And based on what your target market wants, you're going to have this list that can help you and allow you to build a successful package, to create an irresistible offer. Why? Because the key to building a successful business is having an offer that people actually want to buy. If you have a package that people actually want to buy, then it's easy to build a successful business. But the reason that most people don't create a package that people actually want to buy is because they haven't created a package based on what people need. Okay, so then you're going to do these eight golden questions. Now, Ross says, how do I find the 8 to 20 people in my target market? Fantastic, Ross. That's a great question. So one of the ways that you can find these 8 to 20 people in your target market is by going on your social media accounts. If you have a social media account on Facebook or Twitter or like wherever, and say, I'm planning to create a package on the topic, whatever your topic is, and I'm looking for 8 to 20 people to do a quick 15-minute market research with me. That's it. That's as simple as that, right? Then you can also go to LinkedIn and find the people that are in your target market. If you are B2B business, then find the people who are on LinkedIn on those businesses and get them there. Right? So regardless of what your target market is, you can always find these 8 to 20 people through your networks, whether it's an online social network or it's a network that you can go to events or you can go to seminars or conferences and events and you can find those people. Okay? Fantastic. Now, I tell you what, many of you who are on this call today, many of you guys who are on this call today, I promise you that you are leaving a lot of money on the table simply because you haven't asked what are the biggest things that people want to get from your services. You simply haven't gone and done this market research to see exactly what it is that people want to buy from you. And when you haven't done that market research, then guess what happens? You can't create an irresistible offer. And if you don't create an irresistible offer, that stops you from expanding your business. Now, how do I know that? Because hundreds and hundreds of my students every few months go through this exercise and send us reports on like the results that they get. And here is like one of the examples. One of my students, George Basargin, and for the past few years, he's been working with people, helping them to lose weight and get great results. However, he's working always one-on-one with people. And I was always telling him, George, you really need to create a group coaching program. George, you really need to create a new offer, an offer that is irresistible, an offer that people want to work with you. And I got him to do this market research. And interesting enough, he realized within doing this market research, like within the first 2 weeks of doing the market research, he realized that there was a big group of his students who are willing to pay $400 per month to work in a group coaching program. And in 2 weeks, he sold 20 packages at $400 per month. That's $8,000 a month for working 2 hours a week that he wasn't offering. Now, the reason he wasn't offering was because he never asked his customers what it is that they exactly want to buy. And when you don't ask, you can't create an irresistible offer. Now, just to put that in perspective, $8,000 a month is $96,000 a year. That's that's almost six figures that he was leaving on the table because simply he hadn't asked these 8 questions. So number one thing you want to do is after your introspection, after figuring out what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that you love to do, you want to go ahead and do the market research. And based on that market research, that allows you to create an irresistible offer. And you can go out and you can offer that irresistible offer to your target market. Okay? Now, let's talk about offer design and development. So how do we create that offer? Because to this point, to this level, you have done the market research. You know what it is that people want to buy, but how should you actually put it in a package? And so this is the way that you put it in a package. Always remember that there are 9 things that people actually buy. So when people go and buy, for example, weight loss, or when people go and buy web design, or people go and buy, videography services, it's not that they want the videography services necessarily, or it's not that they want the weight loss necessarily. It's not that they want to get the web design necessarily. What people actually are buying is the secondary result of what you offer. So, for example, they want you to do the videography for them because they want to use that video to sell more products. They want you to get the website done for them because with that website, they want to position themselves as the go-to expert. They want to lose weight because they want to have either more confidence, or they want to play with their kids, or they want to be healthier, right? So what people actually buy is much bigger than the original service that you have in mind. And that's why you need to know what's the dream result that people want from the service that they are buying from you, right? And because of that, you need to always remember that there are 9 things that people usually invest on. And they want to see how these 9 things, a combination of these 9 things, can help them and lead them to get that final result they want. Okay, so let's talk about those 9 things very quickly. By the way, this one slide takes about 1.5 hours to go through very detailed. So I'm not going to go through every single detail of this slide, but we're going to go through this and we're going to talk about this. So step 1. So the first thing that people actually want to buy is solutions. So people want to get a solution toward their problem. So people don't, for example, let's say you are offering search engine optimization services, right? What's a search engine optimization service? Is a service that moves people to the top of Google. So when people Google someone, it shows up first. Okay. Now, when it shows up first, so that's a solution, right? So the solution, but people are not actually buying search engine optimization services. So when they go to a search engine optimization person, they don't actually want necessarily to be on top of Google. What they want is more clients. Now, you can't buy more clients, so they buy the solution to that. So that's why. One of the things that you need to realize, for example, right now I see Romeo says, I'm offering property management services. So what do people actually buy from a property management services? It's not just managing their properties, it's getting a professional service that frees up their time. Exactly. So Romeo is saying more free time. Exactly right. Like you got it right, right? So, or like, for example, Yumi says, I'm offering financial education. So when people buy financial education, what do they want? Do they want financial education or do they want financial freedom? Right? So these things, all right, you got to understand, like when you are offering a service, that service actually has a secondary impact, and people are actually buying that secondary impact. And the better you understand that secondary impact that you have, and the more your package is talking about that result, the better your clients are going to buy, and the more chance that they are going to invest with you over your competitors. And that's what we call it a unique selling proposition. You create yourself you position yourself with a unique selling proposition that portrays or projects in a bigger way how they can get the dream result they want, right? So when they're investing with you, number one thing they're getting is the solution to the real thing that they are buying, not the solution to what you are selling necessarily, okay? So number one is solution. The second thing is support, right? So when people are working with you, they actually want the support. Many times, the difference between two packages when people are investing is looking at the support. Many people think that you got to go and sell cheap packages. That is absolutely incorrect. You don't want to offer cheap packages. You want to offer people result-oriented packages, right? Like one of our programs, one of my mentorship programs is $55,000. And on my $55,000 mentorship program, many times people say, do people actually pay $55,000 for a mentorship program? And I say, absolutely yes. Because of the amount of support that they get with that $55,000, they see how they can get the results, comparing to any other program that is out there in the market. You don't want to be the cheapest person in the market. You want to be the person who is helping people to get results. And you give people results, that's the time that they are willing to invest. And when I look at your package, I got to see that there are enough support in your package that can help me get results, okay? So write this for yourself. I am getting results, right? So how can you create a package that gives the results? Okay, fantastic. Now, the next part is, by the way, like I'm seeing actually all of you guys are putting a lot of things for me in the chat box. That's fantastic. Now I can't go through all like every single answer in the chat box because there are lots of things. But I see, for example, Asel is saying like she does chat box, and Yumi says definitely financial freedom. I can't really your name is ZHAOD. I think it's Chaud. And it says, I'm offering Mandarin and Chinese culture learning solution and help you get your products and services into Chinese market. Fantastic. So you guys are getting it, right? So it's like the result. It's the result that people are buying from you. Okay. Now, the next thing that you can help people with getting results is giving them community and connections. So for example, let's say a person wants to lose weight, right? Does having access to the community can help them get results? Absolutely. A person wants to get more production or promotional partners. Does creating an event that everybody can promote each other, give them the connections so they can promote each other? Yes, absolutely. So that community comes there into the picture, goes into the package, right? The next part is access. So what's access? Access is giving access to things that people don't have access to, or giving access to people that they don't have access to. I remember a few years ago, Oprah came to Vancouver and she did an event called An Evening with Oprah. And I believe 12,000 people went to that event called An Evening with Oprah. It wasn't a solution. It wasn't support. What it was community and getting access to Oprah, to see Oprah live here in Vancouver. That was an access that they couldn't get anywhere else, right? So that's the next thing. You look at your package. Can you give them access? By the way, you don't need to include all 9 of these in your packages. You may create a package that's only 3 of these or 4 of these or 5 of these, right? So it's not that you create like all of these into each package. You may decide to skip 1 or 2 of them, or you may decide to skip 7 of them. But the more of these you add, the more value you are giving to people. And the more value you give to people, the higher your prices can be. Okay? And that's how you increase your prices. You increase your prices by giving more value. The more value you give, the higher prices you can charge. Okay. Now, some people make a mistake. Some people try to charge give as least value as possible and charge as much as they can, and that doesn't help you to position you as a go-to expert. You become an expensive person that people don't want to work with you in the long run. Okay, especially if you don't get people results. Okay. However, remember the best package out there is the package that gets people results. If you can get people results, then they can get to work. Okay. Now, the fifth one is luxury and prestige. People buy luxury and prestige all day long. That's why BMW exists. That's why Mercedes exists. That's why Lexus and Infiniti exist. Why? Because, like, technically, an RX 350 Lexus is very similar to a Toyota Venza. They're kind of the same car, right? But the Lexus one is like $30,000 more expensive. And yes, there are more people who buy Lexus RX 350 than Toyota Venza. Why? Because of the luxury, because of the prestige, because of the things that comes with the Lexus brand that doesn't come with the Toyota brand, right? And do people buy Toyotas? Absolutely. All day long, people buy Toyotas. So yes, there are a group of people who buy luxury and prestige, and there are a group of people who don't buy luxury and prestige. There are a group of people who buy luxury and prestige in certain things, and there are a group of people who don't buy luxury. The same person doesn't buy luxury and prestige in another thing. So what I'm saying is that for your target market and for your service, you got to see if you can add luxury and prestige, or if you want to add luxury and prestige into what you're selling, so that can allow you to increase the value for that person to get more results. Okay. The next one is certifications. A lot of people actually go to university and colleges for getting certifications, right? So technically what I'm saying is that if you remove the bachelor's degree and you remove the master's degree from colleges and universities, I bet you they lose 90% of your clients. They lose 90% of your clients. 90% of people who went and studied 4 years in a university, they studied there because there was a bachelor's degree. You take away that certification, 90% of those people aren't going to go to university or college to study for 4 years without certification. Right? Why? Because people buy certifications, because the certifications give them jobs, or hopefully give them jobs, right? So they are looking at that certification as a tool that gives them, it takes them to the next level, right? Now, can you create a certification program? Absolutely. Now, some industries is regulated, some industries aren't regulated, but if you look at your business, you can always create certification, especially if you are having a educational program or something like that, you can have a certification program in your business. Now, the seventh one is the security. Whenever people are investing with you, they want to feel secure. They want to feel that their investment is secure. So there are 2 ways that you can do this. Number 1 is selling security. What is selling security? Selling all these insurance products, right? So the insurance products, we buy insurance products because we buy security. We buy car anti-theft systems. Why? Because we're buying security. We put alarm system in our houses. Why? Because we are buying security. So one is selling security directly, but for many other businesses, like for example, if you're a coach, you have a program, you can have a money back guarantee. So you're securing their investment. Like all of the programs that we sell at Success Road Academy have 30-day money back guarantee, all the way from our $247 program all the way to our $55,000 program have 30-day money back guarantee. We make sure that when people are investing in the program, it is a program that is aligned with what they want, and they can test drive the program, and they can go through it, and they can get results, right? So you can always add security to your system. The next one is dream, inspiration, and empowerment. People buy dream, inspiration, and empowerment. Think about Tony Robbins. What it is that Tony Robbins sells? dream, inspiration, empowerment. He gets there, he inspires people, he empowers people to go and take action. And absolutely, people buy dream, inspiration, and empowerment, right? So yes, you can absolutely sell that and build a massive business around it. And the last part is entertainment. Regardless of what type of market you are in, you got to remember that you are in the entertainment industry. Whether you like it or not, you are in the entertainment industry. You got to keep people entertained. You got to connect with people. You got to build people, build relationship with people, and get them engaged with your brand and with your services. Okay. Now, obviously, there are certain types that people buy entertainment, like directly. For example, when people hire a DJ, or when people, hire a clown to go to their events, like that's just pure entertainment, right? So you look at these 9 things and you put them inside a package. You put them inside the package that you're offering to people. You make sure that you're helping people, serving them with excellence to allow them get the results that they can. And how long, by the way, does these things take? Most of these things take anything between 1 to 2 weeks. So these steps, so when I'm talking about the 8 steps to build a successful business, sometimes we all say, oh, wait a second, Iman, this is going to take 10 years. No, absolutely not. You want to go through the entire 8 steps, including implementation of the whole thing, in less than 6 months maximum. But generally, you can go through the entire 8 steps in 3 to 4 months, right? So every step takes about 1 to 2 weeks to put together. And then when you put together your offer, when you understand what it is that people actually buy, then you go to the next part. You have your offer. You have an offer that people want to buy. You have your irresistible offer. And now that you have your irresistible offer, now is the time that you're creating your marketing design and marketing development. Now is the time to let's build your website. Now let's build your funnel. Now let's build your foundational systems. Let's build things that position you as the go-to expert and make you the person who is interesting to work with. And for that matter, when you are planning your marketing system, you want to make sure that your marketing plan, your marketing system is aligned with the next with the following 7 things. So you want to make sure every time you put together a marketing plan, your marketing plan gives you the following 7 things. Number 1, your marketing plan should allow you to test the market demand on a regular basis, right? For example, one of the pieces of our marketing system at Success Road Academy is Founding Entrepreneurs International Network. Now, all of you guys who are on this call most likely came to this call because you were either attended one of my webinars in the past, either on my course creation course or webinar course or any of my 45 online courses that I have, or you came here because you were a member of Entrepreneurs International Network and you were invited to come to this webinar. Now, we do this every single week. Every week, we have an event that is happening around entrepreneurship. And with that, we can test the market demand. We can see what it is that in the market that people want, entrepreneurs want, what it is that captures their attention, what it is that they don't like, right? So that allows us to test the market on a regular basis to see what number of people show up, what number of people don't show up, and what the impact is on that, right? And the second thing is that your marketing system should help you create a momentum, right? So one of the things is that whenever you launch a new program, whenever you are going through a new system, you want to create momentum. Because when there is momentum, there is energy. And when there is energy and there is momentum, then people want to be part of it. Then people want to add to it. So by using that marketing system, your marketing system should be the way that creates a momentum that everybody wants to get on it, right? Now, that's why we are big on doing events. We are big on doing seminars. We are big on doing webinars. Why? Because it creates a momentum. And when you have momentum, then what you do is you create warm leads because people see you, people understand you, people want to work with you, and they're excited. So instead of you going after people and convincing people to work with you, the game changes. the game changes. And now people come to you, they're warm leads, they know exactly what it is that you offer, and they want to work with you. Okay? Now, go ahead to the right of the screen and write this for me in the chat box. Go to the chat box, and in the chat box, write this for me. Say, I want warm leads. I want to get everybody to actually do some activity right now. So I will see if you guys are awake. I know that you guys are awake. We can see like tons of messages in the chat box, but I want to just kind of change a kind of system and get you guys all there. Yes, I want warm leads. I want hot leads. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. Now, right? So now you want to get warm leads. You want to get people to come to you and work with you and apply to be on your programs. Now, when you have those warm leads, then you can generate income. Then your business grows. Then you have money for buying resources, right? And as a result of that, it allows you to build your brand and gain the expert status. Okay. Write this down for yourself. Write this down for yourself. I want to become the go-to. I want to be the leader in the market, but not a broke leader. I want to be a leader in the market, but not a broke leader. Now, let me tell you why. Unfortunately, there are lots of people that get excited with social media, and they are like, yeah, you know what? I'm excited, and, I want to put my message out there, and I want to, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to get on do, 30 days of Facebook Lives, and I want everybody to see me, right? And then they do that, and they don't make a dime from it. And I always say, you know what? You position yourself as a leader, but you're a broke leader right now. As long as you're a broke leader, you can't sustain yourself. And if you can't sustain yourself, you can't sustain helping people. And if you are not sustained, it's not just sustainable, right? And if it's not there, if it's not sustainable, then you have to change. You want to be a leader, but don't want to be a broke leader. You want to be a leader who makes real good money and makes a big impact in this world. I'm all about making an impact in the world, right? For many of you who know, I'm all about making an impact. But even when you are making a big impact, you gotta make good money. You gotta make good money. You gotta make a massive difference in the world. You gotta give a ton of value to people. But at the same time, you need to earn very good money, because that allows you to help more people. That allows you to employ more people. That allows you to make a bigger impact in the world in the long run, right? And that's why you want to generate warm leads. You want to generate leads that are willing to pay you and ready to get ready and excited to work with you and get the results. And when you do that, that's the time that gives you the time to build your brand and gain the expert status, right? And because of that, because you have a brand and because you are gaining the expert status, now you can get two things. Number one, find promotional partners, people who can promote you, people who can send clients to you, people who can get results for you. And number two is production partners. Production partners are people who stand beside you and say, you know what? Let's make this change together. Now, one of the things in my business, for example, is that as part of my business, I have a lot of production partners. We have a 20 people team, right? I started alone. Obviously, I didn't even have money to buy food when I started my business, let alone hiring people, right? Today, we have 20 team members. Many of them are making six figures as their salary. And one of the most amazing things is that when you have a system, when you have a process, that process can be given away or can be taught to others, then you are duplicating your impact in the world. Also, you can get people who have a knowledge that you don't have. So sometimes people tell me, Iman, I really am passionate about doing this, but I don't have the knowledge on how to do it. And I'm like, I said, but that's absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine, because you can easily find a production partner to do those pieces for you, as long as you are the brand and you are the go-to expert. So you're attracting people. And yes, you can have production partners to deliver the services and make sure that they are serving your customers with excellence. That's what we do, right? I make sure that every single one of my students is served with excellence. That's a big thing for me. And the last one is that your marketing system, your marketing plan should help people to should help you create bonuses for your programs, create bonuses for your products and services that you offer. For example, this webinar today, the content of this webinar can turn into a bonus on one of our programs. When people are buying the program, I say, okay, I'm willing to give you the 8 steps that we help people to build a massively successful business, right? So as part of your marketing system, part of your marketing plan, you constantly create bonuses. And when you create more bonuses, you're creating more value. When you create more value, you can increase your prices. Okay. Now, Robert says, how do you feel about starting a YouTube channel to create warm leads? That's an amazing idea, Robert. But remember, you are creating a YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel should lead people to a certain place that people take action and want to buy your programs. So always your videos should end in a place that people take action. Okay? So Romeo says a landing page. So yes, absolutely. It can be to a landing page, to an application form, to something. Many YouTubers are only making money from the money that the YouTube pays them, or get money for other reasons, like, for example, for product placement. And that money is like 10% of what they have the potential to make, but they are making the money from the wrong place. They're focusing on the wrong thing to do. So you want to make sure that you are building your business the way that you position yourself as the go-to expert. And I want to, for example, give you an example of one of my students, Arrow Gonzalez. Now, Arrow started working with me in 2013. And when she started working with me, she had, how much did she have? She had $10,000 to her name, and she bought an $8,500 mentorship program from me. So, like, she paid all of her money, technically, to us for buying a mentorship program, which was actually a kind of a stretch for us, like it's just kind of scary. But within the first 2 weeks that we were working together, we helped Arrow to put together a seminar, an evening seminar. And as the result of that evening seminar, so we helped her to promote this evening seminar. So she brought people to the room. There were 40 people into that room. And when those people came to the event, Arrow gave a talk. As the result of that talk, she positioned herself as the go-to expert. And I believe she made $6,000 the same night as the first ever talk that she delivered, right? Today, Arrow has has the largest yoga studio. And she started her business because she started business with us as a yoga studio. So she started yoga studio business with us. And that was her first month. Today, she has the largest yoga studio on the island that she works in. She had started absolutely from scratch. Absolutely from scratch. Why? Because the type of the marketing that she does attracts people to her for free, positions her as the go-to expert, get warm leads who want to work with her. The type of offer that she offers, the types of offer that she does are all result oriented. So believe it or not, she has $2,500 yoga training. $2,500 yoga training. How many people are you've seen, like, yoga trainers have hard time selling $100 per month yoga training, or even $6 or $7 per month yoga training. And Arrow has $2,500 yoga training. And she sells $2,500 yoga training on a regular basis. Why? Because it's an irresistible offer that has a ton of value, and the marketing is designed to position her as the go-to expert to bring results to people. So that's what you want to do, right? You want to create a marketing system, positions you as a go-to expert, and have an irresistible high price offer that serves people with excellence. Okay? Now, when you have your offer, when you put together your marketing design and development, which takes, by the way, one to 2 weeks maximum, right? Because that's a design and development. It is not going to take you years to do this. It's just kind of, okay, so this is the plan. This is what we're going to do. Bam. Okay, we're done. Okay. Then comes to the team building and testing. Now is the time that you're going to go to the market and you're going to offer your services. Now you're going to offer your products. You're going to build that team. And the team that you want to build are 3 groups of people. The first group of people are called promotional partners, right? So the first group of people that you want to build on your team, you want to get people who are willing to promote you, who are willing to support you, who are willing to get on board and send more customers to you. How do you do that? You get your offer, you go to people who have the same target market as you sit with them, have a half an hour, 1 hour coffee meeting, and you find the ways that you have synergy to work and support each other. Okay? That's number 1. Finding promotional partners. Why? Because you don't want to build your business alone. Okay? Write this down for yourself. I don't want to build my business alone. Building a business is hard, and you have absolutely no reason to build your business alone, right? So that's the first thing. You want to get promotional partners to come on board, to help you, to refer clients to you on a regular basis. There is a specific way of doing it. We don't have time to go through it right now, but there is a way that you get these promotional partners, you put this part of your top of your marketing plan. And so the promotional partners refer people to the top of your marketing plan, and you help them, serve them, generate the warm lead. You work with a client, okay? So that creates a cycle, right? As David's saying here, is that you want to create a buying cycle. That's absolutely true. So that's creating a buying cycle, okay? That's the promotional partners. The second part, clients and potential clients. Clients and potential clients, obviously, are one of the most important pieces. Now, the first group of people you want to go and share that information with, you created an offer, right? So you ask people if they want to be one of your beta users or one of the first group of students, the first group of people that want to work with you. So first you go to those people, you offer them your package, and you sign them up as clients. That's the first group, right? But then also with your marketing, you constantly generate new leads. And when you constantly generate new leads, then you are ready to work with them and get potential clients, get actual paying clients. And the last group of people are production partners. The production partners are the group of people who are going to help you and support you to deliver the services to people. That way, as your business grows and you have more money, you can get more and more production partners, so you can step back. And you can step back. And you can step back. You can allow the business to grow on its own without you being involved. Now, I'm not saying that you can do that the first day or the second day of your business. For the first 3 years or 4 years of my business, I work damn hard. Like I work 16 hours a day, 18 hours a day, every single day. Many times I skipped weekends. Like probably I skipped half of the weekends a year to build the first few years of my business. However, right now, like this year in 2018, I'm planning to take 5.5 months off. Why? Because I have production partners who are taking care of all of my students, and we have promotional partners and clients and potential clients. So it takes some time. You definitely are working hard. This is not get rich quick scheme, right? But as the company grows and you have more resources, or resources if you're American, as the company grows, then you can expand and you can step out and you can step back and let the company grow on it. Okay? So, and that's the 3 teams, 3 groups of teams. You build this, you expand, you grow, right? And then it gets to the showtime. What's the showtime? The showtime is the time that you actually get out there and you actually make it big. Remember, I showed you all of the pictures of me talking on stages after stages after stages. Just to put that in perspective, in 2013, 2014, I was on the stage more than 200 times in a year. That was the showtime. That was the time that people were referring clients to us, were coming, signing up, going after one, after another, after another, after another. And remember, it's not that I was unique. Hundreds of our students are doing the same thing. Why? Because you can build your business based on a specific marketing system that is aligned with you, is aligned with your life purpose. And if you're excited and passionate about what it is that you do, and what it is you do is aligned with your gifts, with your personal gifts, with the gifts that you have as a human being, then it doesn't feel hard. And that's why, like we always say, start with introspection, start with understanding who you are, right? Now, when you go to the showtime, that's the time that you start expanding drastically. You start expanding really big. And so that's one of the examples, for example. And as I said, like it's not just me, like I'm not super unique in this. Just the way that marketing mastery formula works is the way that gets people results. And as you see, for example, Maria, she was at one of my events years ago, and she was there, and she was always wanted to bring this amazing idea called Ladies Who Lunch to reality, but then she just couldn't. Like she wasn't able to put that out and to successfully launch it. And she joined our mentorship program, the same mentorship program I'm sharing with you today, later today, I'm inviting you to today. And she went through that process, and within a few months, she launched her Ladies Who Lunch. And just a couple of months later, Ladies Who Lunch was exactly the dream that she had in mind. And as you say, it says, during the event, I applied for the mentorship program and told Iman that I would be his best student. And Iman really saw the vision in me and always encouraged me and guided me, never doubting me. I can truly say I've made my dream a reality. And that's what I want to share with you, right? That it's not a unique thing to one person. Anyone can do it if you do it right, and if you do it step by step, one step at a time, and get results every step. Okay. Now, Romeo asks, could family be promotional partners? Absolutely. Family can be promotional partners, but it's not a long-term strategy. It's a short-term strategy. Okay. Now, when you go for the showtime, when you, for example, launch your YouTube channel, when you launch your, summits, when you launch your events, when you launch your webinars, right? You are positioning yourself as a go-to expert. You are attracting people. You are sharing the stage. You are making it big. Now you have a lot of people into your system, but you got to convert those people from interested into invested. Remember when I said, I don't want to be a broke leader? That's why. Because you don't want to be a broke leader. You want to be a leader, but not a broke leader. That's why you need to be able to convert people from interested into invested. And that's why when you create your show, when you create your marketing plan is a way that when you have the show, at the end of your show, you get people to either an application form, to an offer, or to something. And on that, you convert people from interested to invested, so you can help them and you can take their hand and walk them every step of the way and bring them the result that you talked about at the offer, at the solution. Okay? And then after you do that, after you get people in the program and they are invested in the program, they are working with you right now, then you got to fulfill on your promise. And so that's the time that you got to deliver what you promised, right? And that is an important part of the business. So for example, if you've sold a weight loss program, you got to go and teach people how to lose weight. If you have sold them a mentorship program, you have got to go and mentor them to get results. Okay, perfect. Now, as you get another example of one of our students who went through the exact system and followed the process is Lucas Madiello. He's one of our coaches. He's one of our star students. He started absolutely from scratch. Like he was working part-time as a bartender, and he always wanted to launch his business, and he couldn't successfully launch his business. Came to the program. Within 2 months, he put together his offer. He launched his first offer, and for the first time, as he says it says in one day, he made the money that he could make before that program. in 3 months. So in one day, he made the money for 3 months. And then after that, he grew and he grew and he grew. He has a big 6-figure business right now. And he's charging like really high prices and serving people with excellence. Why? Because he didn't let himself to be overwhelmed and follow the process, follow the system. Okay. Now, these are the 8 steps of marketing mastery formula, right? The 8 steps of marketing mastery formula is making sure that you go every step of the way, you get the results of that step, and then you go. And I want you to write this for me on the screen, right? I will never skip a step, okay? I won't skip a step. Write this for me in the chat box, okay? I won't skip a step. I won't skip a step. Why? Because you don't want to skip a step. The moment that you skip a step, it slows you down. The moment that you skip a step, it slows you down. As you see, all of these steps are built on top of each other, right? You do the introspection, then you do the market solution alignment, then you build the offer, then you do the marketing plan, then you go and build your team and do the showtime, and then convert people from interested to invested, and at the end, you deliver. Now, you go through this process, 8-step process. Usually you can go through the entire 8 steps in 3 to 6 months, right? And within 3 to 6 months, you build the foundation. You build the foundation of a thriving business. Now, what if you're in a $500,000 business? What if you have a $5 million business today? It doesn't matter. If it's a $500,000 business, let me ask you, is it aligned with your values? Is it aligned with your passion? Yes, fantastic. Okay, let's go to the next step. Is it aligned with exactly what the target market wants? No? Yes? If it's no, then let's make it. If it's yes, then let's create a new program. Let's create a new package. Let's create something that adds more value to people. Let's increase your price, right? So it doesn't matter how long you have been in business and for how long you've been doing this. Look at Apple. Look at Microsoft. Like, they have been in the business. And if you go through their systems, you see that the 8 steps that I followed here is the exact 8 steps that you can totally see in their business. It's the exact way that they are running their businesses. And that's why I tell you, like, I built marketing mastery formula based on reverse engineering some of the most successful businesses in the world. And that's why marketing mastery formula gets results for people. That's why marketing mastery formula gets the results that people can make a massive difference in their lives and in their businesses. Okay. Now, let's go back to the our program. Now, what I want to do is I want to invite you to our business mentorship program. Right? I talked to you about the marketing mastery formula. I gave you all the systems and the processes, right? And obviously, as you guys see, marketing mastery formula is a unique system, it's a unique process. And if you have a person to take your hand and walk you every step of the way, you can make a massive difference in your business. And I want to actually help you. I want to take your hand and walk you every step of the way. Let's do this together. It's the beginning of 2018. And we are launching your businesses. We want to take you to the next level. And I have the team, and my team is ready to take your hand and walk you every step of the way. So I'd like to invite you to join our mentorship program. And I want you to listen to this because this is a very, very, very unique invitation. We haven't launched this program for a very long time. So since 2015, I actually didn't publicly launch this program, and we are just relaunching this program. So we are creating, technically you guys have won lottery in a way by being on this call today, because you are getting a very unique invitation, right? It's not going to be free, obviously. It's actually going to be kind of an investment, but it's something that is absolutely worth it. I want you to go through this and let us go through this process with you and show you every step of the way. And I tell you what it is that you get within this mentorship program. Let us take your hand and do this together, right? You don't want to build your business alone. You want to have a person who is experienced, who has a process, who can take your hand and give you support to get the results. And we can do that. We have done that for hundreds and hundreds of our students, right? Now, within our business mentorship program, we will help you to build an irresistible offer, first of all. So if you don't have a business, if you don't have an irresistible offer, if you don't have an offer that gets people to say, yes, I want to buy this right away, we can help you. Same as we helped George, same as we helped Arrow, same as we helped Lucas, same as we helped like hundreds of our students, right? The second part is that we help you to have a solid marketing and sales system to bring new leads. So you can get customers to come to you. It's a system that is aligned with your life purpose and is aligned with your dream customers. Because when you have a system that you attract people that are right to work with you, then that's the time that every day you go to work, you're excited to work with those people. So we figure out who are your dream customers, and we help you to build a marketing system to attract those people to work with you. Then we help you to create a marketing system that is coordinated with your skill sets. This is not a cookie. This is not a like out of the box program that you just look at it and you're like, okay, this is the way that it is, and this is the only way to build a business, right? Have you ever seen a marketing system that you look at it and you say, well, this is too much work, or I don't have the technical knowledge of this, or I don't want to do that. Like it's just not aligned with what I want from my life, and that's why we're inviting you to a mentorship program. So it's specific to you. It's for you. You will work with a mentor one-on-one. That person helps you to create a plan that is aligned with you and your needs, and is aligned with exactly what it is that you can do, is aligned with your skills, it's aligned with your abilities. It's not a group program that like kind of, it's one system for everybody. It's customized plan and program for you. And it helps you to feel a deeper confidence when you are building your business, when you have a mentor who has been through a long training with me personally, and I've helped them to help massively successful business and help their students to build massively successful businesses. Okay. So what's included? What's inside the business mentorship program that we have? There are 5 components into this. And component number 1, you get the entire training on marketing mastery formula. So I just shared with you the big picture of marketing mastery formula. Those are the 8 steps: introspection, market solution alignment, offer design and development, and like the all 8 steps. But then we didn't have the time to go through every single detail. This is actually 24 hours of training, and it walks you through. So when I talked about introspection, when I talked about your values, when I talked about your gifts, when I talked about your passion, you actually didn't do it. You heard it right now, but you don't know your gifts still. You don't know your passions, right? So within the marketing mastery formula, we actually give you that training to figure out your passion, figure out your gifts, figure out your values, and write down your life purpose. So then when you go to step 2, market solution alignment, you know exactly who you are passionate to work with. Okay. Then market solution alignment, we give you the exact text that you gotta write on your social media, and you gotta like how to interview people. Like you get specific training on every single step in very detail, including the documents and the templates and all the text that you need to write for people, and agreements and contracts. Anything you need, you're gonna get within the marketing mastery formula. It's a complete full program. It's a $4,997 value. So when we're publicly offering this was a $4,997 program that we're offering it separately before, and with just the marketing mastery formula. Then you will get access also to component number 2. You will work for 6 months with a mentor, with a certified Success Road Academy mentor. And that mentor is assigned to you, and you work with each other every 2 weeks. And she kind of takes you to the training. You study the training. You go back to her, and she works with you to help you build your business and customize your training. So you are hiring a highly certified mentor to be on your team and by your side, to look over your shoulder and look at every single thing you do, and making sure that you can get results from your business, right? That's 6 months of mentorship with that person every 2 weeks. So 12 sessions, that's $5,997 value. You work, and that you make sure that what you're creating part, not last part, but the third one is you get 6 months of weekly Q&A sessions. What that means is that if you have a question, you don't need to wait for your marketing, for your mentorship session. Every week, we have office hours that your mentors come online, and you have 2 hours to get online, and you can ask your question. So if you have a question, you can actually get online and you can ask your question right away. So you don't need to wait for your mentorship session. You can ask your session anytime that you have any questions during your Q&A sessions, weekly Q&A sessions that happens every week, and you